guys, and welcome back. Well, I saw this story and I saw it wasn't getting, I hadn't heard of it, and I know it's not getting a lot of airplay. But there are three missing rappers from Detroit. Now, they've been missing nearly 2 weeks. But on today, police near Detroit found a car belonging to one of the missing rappers. Now, a 15-year-old boy was picked up last week and accused of having the automobile of missing rapper Armani Kelly, and a spokesperson for the Detroit police, they declined to comment on the developments in Warren. Now, this could be one of the first big breaks in the search for Kelly. Now, Montoya Givens and Dante Wicker, who have not been seen or heard from since their January 21st gig at a bar was canceled. Now, but they said there was no signs of violence in Kelly's car. There was no blood or anything of that nature that would lead us to believe they were either transported or murdered in that particular vehicle. Now, the police commissioner would not confirm if the 15-year-old boy Warren residence was arrested. He only said that the boy was brought into the police headquarters and he was taken into custody at one point last week. Of one of the missing rappers, Lori Kemp, on yesterday, she allowed herself to scream for the first time since her son's January 21st disappearance. She said, "I don't know who to trust. I don't know who to believe, but I'm not going to stop." And she said, "I'm angry, I'm mad, I'm getting tired." Now, Kemp, who is 58 years old, of Oscoda, has put up scores of flyers for her missing son in Detroit, Warren, Oscoda, and Lansing, where he grew up. Now, she has kept every police report, takes notes on every conversation she has had with law enforcement regarding her son, Armani Kelly, 27, an Oscoda rapper who was meant to perform at a club in Detroit the night he went missing. Now, the show was canceled, and two others who were set to perform that evening, Montoya Givens, 31, of Detroit, and Dante Wickers, 31, of Melvindale, are also missing. Now, no one has reported seeing or hearing from the three men since the evening of January 21st. There has been no activity on their cell phones or social media account. Now, an investigation has characterized as alarming, rare, and difficult. The search for the men has become a multi-agency investigation involving police departments in Detroit, Oscoda, Melvindale, and Warren. Now, Detroit police on Monday called for the help from the public a week after Kemp on January 23rd reported Kelly missing and began spreading the word by way of social media and notifying news outlets. Now, she said Detroit investigators first contacted her on January 26th. Authorities have told the Free Press finding the men is priority. Now, Kemp fears her son's disappearance hasn't been taken seriously because of his criminal past and because he's black and Latino. He served 7 years in prison for a 2014 armed robbery. Kemp called it a drug deal gone wrong. Now, he was paroled in July of 2022. Now, where were you when I needed you a week ago? Kemp asked her question directly toward police. She said a Warren police officer at one point called her missing son a felon, drug dealer, and gangster. Now, the police commissioner, William Dwyer, cast doubt on the allegations, but told Kemp she should file a complaint. Now, yes, my son was in prison. Yes, he did time. He paid his dues. But you're going to prosecute him until you put him on the cross. You can think he's disposable, but my baby is not disposable. He was a human being. Now, Detroit Police Chief James White said Tuesday that the homicide and missing person investigators are working the case. We're looking at everything. Now, Dwyer and the Detroit police commander Michael McGinnis noted how rare and alarming it is for three adult men to go missing at the same time. Now, McGinnis said in most cases, adult men go missing on their own and eventually found safe. Now, Dwyer said in his over 50-year career in law enforcement, he has never heard of a case like this. This is very rare, to say the least. Now, White said investigators believe Kelly, Givens, and Wicker were together at Lounge 31 on Detroit's east side, where they planned to perform at some point that evening. What's unclear is what happened to them after they left. Now, once Kemp spread word that Kelly was missing, the families of the other rappers realized they too hadn't heard from them and filed missing persons reports. Now, Lounge 31 owner Darnell Williams told the Free Press, Detroit Free Press, the performances were canceled that night because of technical failures with the DJ equipment. He said there were too many people in the crowd to know whether or when the missing men were there, but that police were reviewing video footage. The last time Kemp spoke to her son was about 5 p.m. on January 21st. He had called Kemp to let her know he made it to Detroit. Now, Kelly's fiance, Taylor Perrin, said the last time she talked to Kelly was about 5 p.m. that day. Kelly told her the performance at the Lounge 31 was canceled and he was going to try to find an open mic night to perform. Now, his fiance said music was everything to Kelly. He wanted his music to blow up. He wanted to become something. Now, Perrin said she texted Kelly around 7. No answer. At around 9, she tried again. The message didn't go through. Perrin then called Kelly, and it went straight to voicemail. All right, guys. Now, the vehicle Kelly drove to Detroit, a gray 2017 Chevy Equinox, was reported traced on January 23 to the Life Church in Warren using OnStar, according to a January 24th Warren police stolen vehicle report obtained by the Free Press. Well, I haven't heard about this. Now, maybe you have, but I hadn't heard. But this does sound like some foul play. I mean, I know these men are grown, but they would have at least contacted, if not their, parents, they would have contacted their love, just like this guy, his fiance. So for them not to just fell off the face of the earth, and in Detroit, I'm sure this is on the TV, and if they were in Detroit, of course they would, say, hey, here I am, I'm not missing. So I'm like his mom, there's some foul play somewhere, but I hope they do find them safe. But the longer they are missing, the more possibility that there is foul play and they may not be found alive. Well, I'm going to keep these families in prayers, and I hope you will too. All right, guys. That's it for me. Thank you so very much for watching my video. I hope that you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, imparting, be blessed, y'all.